My name is Felicia. I have a 5-year-old son by the name of Noah. He's my everything. Noah lights up my world. He brings all kinds of joy to everybody that he meets. Came to the decision to become a choice mom when I was about 37, almost 38 years old. Wanted to find out, this is really a right decision because it's a little bit scary. This isn't my fairy tale. That we would grow up and meet the handsome prince and have this wonderful courtship and get married and have kids and a white picket fence and that sort of thing. It just kind of felt like it's now or never with this kid thing. I had selected a anonymous donor, but I ended up miscarrying and felt like my world ended when I miscarried, because I think my horror story in my mind was it's not meant to be, I'm not supposed to do this, and I had to have a lot of people kind of reassure me that that doesn't mean you'll never be pregnant. It just means genetically maybe there was something a little off, but the good news is you're more likely to get pregnant in the 3 months following a miscarriage. And I was like, oh, alrighty then. When I finally made the decision and really committed that this is the route that I was going to do, I did worry mostly about my dad and my grandparents. And I thought, I don't know how this is going to go over with them. I told my grandmother, like, hey, this is what I want to do. And she surprised me because she's in her 80s now. And she wasn't freaked out. She wanted to hear about it. She wanted to learn about it. She's like, well, how does all this work? And I had to explain it to her. But she was excited for me. She came around much quicker. She adapted to it much quicker than I thought she would. And my grandparents could not be closer to this kid. For them, this is a prince. In my generation, it's not what you grow up thinking, oh, I'm going to grow up and use a sperm donor and have my family. But what I found is that once we got through all that, when the baby was actually born, the way the baby got here kind of fell away. And this is just my family. And the only regrets that I have are waiting so long, because by the time I actually had my baby, I was 39 years old. I didn't end up having more of my own, but I did a lot of research, and I found 14 siblings. And we actually get together every year, and it's going to be a neat thing that I think he'll grow up kind of having this extended family that he knows about. And sometimes I ask him, I'm like, Noah, do you miss not having a dad? Sometimes, the other kids have dads and you don't have one. Does that bother you? And he's like, no. He's like, I like it just you and me. At this point, I'm trying to wait for him to have curiosity and just be as open as I can about it, and let him know if you ever have questions, you want to talk about this, I'm here, I can help you out with that. But if he were to come to me directly today and say, how come I don't have a dad? That's something that I think I would answer along the lines of, well, because mommy decided one day that she really had a lot of love to give to a child, and there wasn't a daddy around, but there's something available where we use donors, where we use helpers, and then explain it to him from there and see where he goes. If you think that you want to be a mom, if you're at that point in your life, whether it was something you always knew or something you're just getting to, don't let fear hold you back. You're going to find a village where you didn't know one existed. You're going to find support that you didn't know you needed. You're going to learn some things. You're going to learn how to ask for help. And I think, wow, the joy that this kid has brought me is incredible to me, more so because I didn't know I was missing anything. I really felt like my life was pretty complete, except, I forgot to have a kid. And now that he's here, I'm like, I feel like I have everything. I feel like, I don't know, I'm a different person. I'm a better person.